Okay, we will start the presentation now. ஐயா ஸ்கிரீன் பார்க்க முடியுதா?
தெளிவா இருக்குங்க, தெளிவா இருக்குங்க, தெளிவா இருக்கு.
Okay, சிறப்பு. Okay, we will start. Dear all, now we are going to see the meaning of Purananuru in English. We have taken song number 1 for our analysis for this day. This program is done in the memory of Shri Manavai Mustafa, father of scientific Tamil. This event is a part of Tamil Virtual Journal Club, the Big Data Tamil project. Now we are going to conduct a critical analysis about the meaning and the content of Song 1 of Purananuru. In the previous episodes, we have seen what is Purananuru and about the various facts about it. In this episode, one second. Okay. Now we are going to analyze song number 1 of Purananuru. This song is written by a poet. His name is popularly called as Bharadam Padiya Perundevanar. Bharadam means Bharat, the country, India. So Bharadam Padiya. Padiya means he who has sung Bharadam. So his name could be Perundevanar, who is the person who has sung about Bharadam. So the person who has sung Bharadam, Bharadam Padiya Perundevanar. Perun means big. Devan means a man with a godly proportions. So his name is Bharadam Padiya Perundevanar. We will go into the song, as these videos are exclusively created for people who are not able to read or understand Tamil. No Tamil words will be shown in the presentation. The song has been transliterated here for your perusal. Kanni Karung Kondrai Kamarvana Marvin Tarung Kondrai Urdi Vallare Siranda. You will surely not understand what I have said to you. My job is to explain you. This picture is the point where we are going to start our discussion. You are able to see a beautiful girl, a young girl, a very sweet girl. She is wearing something in her head. This looks like an ornamental image, but there is a lot of meaning inside it. This girl is wearing something called a garland in her head. Let us go now into the topic. In the song 1 of Purananuru, the author says that Lord Shiva was wearing a garland in the head, and the garland was made up of Kondrai flowers. This is the meaning of the first segment of song 1 of Purananuru. The author says Lord Shiva is wearing a garland, and he is wearing a garland in the head part of the body, and the garland is made up of a particular type of flower, which happens to be Kondrai flower. We have to deeply introspect into this. Lord Shiva was wearing a garland in the head, and the garland was made up of Kondrai flowers. Garland is the point which we are supposed to introspect deeply. Head is another word. Kondrai flowers are another segment of words. These words we are going to explore in depth now. Lord Shiva was wearing a garland. When you say 3000 years before, a poet sits down in Tamil Nadu and he is writing a poem. In the poem, he is mentioning that Lord Shiva is wearing a garland in his head. Now, we are supposed to deeply look into this segment. In which other ancient cultures do you see this culture of wearing a garland? Have you seen anywhere in your history books, in your ancient mythology books? Have you seen any relevance to this particular point anywhere in your literature corpus? Lord Shiva was wearing a garland in the head. Now the question which again I want you to deeply think is, have you seen this in any other culture? By the time I am asking this question to you again and again, you will be able to understand that this concept of head and garland is known to you through one more culture which you have seen in your history books. Can you now understand what I am trying to say? In ancient Greek, in the mythological elements, you can see the ancient Greek gods were also wearing a garland in their head. This behavior of a person in command wearing a flower over his head, this is seen in ancient Greek culture also. If you could see in the Greek mythology, almost all of the Greek gods which were widely worshipped thousands of years before in Greece and the area surrounding it, you can see every one of them wearing some element on the head. This can be a crown, this can be a conglomeration of flowers, it can be a symbol of wisdom, or it can be just a symbol of something better than others. Even today, when we go to the courtrooms in the Western countries, you can see the judge being seated with a long hair. Even if they don't have this hair, they will have a wig type of thing when they are giving the verdict. It means to say that they are learned persons, something above the others in the hall, so that what final say they are going to say about the case is going to stand as the verdict. So this is a behavior which is seen along the human evolution, that people in command usually have an object over their head which is symbolically representing that they have power and authority over others. So what is seen in ancient Greek mythology, the same thing we are able to see in Purananuru also. The Purananuru starts with the line saying that Lord Shiva is wearing a garland in his head. Hope you are able to understand what I am saying. In the song 1, when we come down after that, we can see the Kondrai flowers blossom during the rainy season. It is written by the poet. The Kondrai flowers blossom during the rainy season, and garland will be placed on his desirable, beautiful chest. Now, the garland is also on the chest of Lord Shiva. So, two places we have found, one over his head and one over his chest. Over two places, we are able to see flowers. And what flower? It is Kondrai flower. Now let us go deep into this topic. What is Kondrai flower? The picture which you are seeing here is Kondrai flower. This is a very important point for you to understand. Kondrai flower is so highly regarded by the ancient Tamils to such an extent that they have given this flower as a symbol of pride. They mention in their poems that Shiva is wearing Kondrai flowers in his head and in his chest. So, if a man or a power with such a great authority is accepting the wearing in of Kondrai flower, this shows that the ancient Tamil society have regarded Kondrai flowers with great importance. You will definitely not place something which is not of high value in the person who occupies the throne. The person who is occupying the throne is wearing this flower. It means this flower is of great utmost importance to the ancient Tamils. Now another question is going to come. What is the greatness of this flower? It doesn't look so beautiful. It doesn't look so much different from other flowers. Why the ancient Tamils are so much in supportive of this flower? Why they are promoting this flower? Is there anything of any use in this flower? The answer is, and before going into that answer, one small lateral question we will see and then go into it. Kondrai flowers blossom during the rainy season, it is mentioned. This looks like a part of a poem, but actually the author is giving a botanical information. He is giving a reference to a botanical concept. He is mentioning that this flower is blossoming in the rainy season. See the meticulous and the delicate intelligence of the authors of the ancient Tamil society. They mention a flower, they can write any name and just keep going. It's a flower, they like that Kondrai flower, they are writing it. No, they are giving a documental, botanical documental evidence and reference to it. He says it blossoms in the rainy season. Now we have to introspect deeply. Does it blossom at the same timeline even in the 21st century? The timeline clue can be obtained if we are able to find the botanical concepts related to Kondrai flower in the 21st century to be something different with what is mentioned in Purananuru. It will help us to fix the timeline of Purananuru. That is a very important point to be noted. Coming back to our garland issue, the garland is placed on his beautiful, desirable chest. Where do we place garlands in other world cultures? Is a question which we are supposed to ask. The garland is made up of Kondrai flowers. What is the medicinal value of Kondrai flower? Is the question which comes to the point now. I'll be showing you a bottle. What is this bottle? This is a bottle which is a traditional medicine containing bottle. What is inside is an extract of the Kondrai flower. Dear all, you will be surprised to learn that Kondrai flower is still a very important topic in medical therapeutic research arena. Even today, if you go to Google Scholar and you could type the botanical name of Kondrai flower, you can see hundreds of research articles being done. Research work is being done. It is strongly explored medicinal plant. It has lot of uses to the public. Then comes another point. In the song 1, after mentioning about the flower, mentioning about the garland and where it is worn, now the author is describing the more complicated picture of the Lord Shiva. His vehicle is a white bull, he says. His best beautiful flag is adorned with that bull. His neck is adorned by a stain which is due to the poison eaten by him. The stain is praised by the priests who recite the Vedas. It is written by the author. We will introspect every single point now. His vehicle is a white bull. The author mentions what is the vehicle used by Lord Shiva. It is a white bull. Name the vehicles of the ancient world. Now, when you see 3000 years before, the Tamils are mentioning that their gods were using this bull as his mode of travel, we have to immediately compare. Anthropological comparison, cultural comparison, comparative history. What is the vehicle used by the ancient Greek gods? We have to immediately think laterally into it. So this is a white bull. This is the vehicle of Lord Shiva as mentioned in the song. The best beautiful flag is adorned with the bull. So the flag itself has an image of the bull. What image is drawn in the flags elsewhere is a question which you should ask. Various cultures which are 3000 years old, parallel cultures for Tamil. If you could see, it's a Chinese area landscape, you can see a culture. In the Greek landscape, you can see a culture. So you have to compare what is the animal which is drawn in the flag at the geographical areas which are on the same timeline but in different landscapes. So this is a deeper research. His neck is adorned by a stain which is due to the poison eaten by him. So what is this? The story, the legend goes like this. There was a problem for the good people. When the good people had a problem, there was a source of poison in the sea. And so Lord Shiva, in rescue of the people, he comes to the sea and he consumes the poison. Because of this, the poison goes up to his neck and it stays there and it gives him cyanotic appearance that makes him blue. So that is why he is called Neelakantan, which is a blue neck person. That is one name for Shiva is Neelakantan. So he has taken poison. Why he has taken poison? To save the life of good people. So, and they also say that it has been praised by the people, by the elders of the society. So this is endangering love. That is, you are endangering yourselves for the love of the good people, to save them. Heroism. So in the neck area, the poison has stayed and it has caused it to become blue. That is depicted in the song. The stain is prized by the priests who recite the Vedas. So good acts are lauded always. That is the point here. What this concept of poison in the sea, good people are being affected. Shiva comes and eats it. He takes it up to his neck and his neck becomes blue because of this. He is putting himself in serious risk to save the good people. Now, what is this song? What is the moral information which is in this song? This song, this line, this concept, this idea is depicting the point that when good people are in trouble, even if you place yourself in danger, you should go and help them, save them. If you do that, you may be in trouble also, but don't worry, you do good things for good people. If you do like that, the good people will praise you. So it is a advice to the people, please help the good people when they are in trouble, when they are helpless, so that you will be praised forever by the good people. So that is the indirect message in this line. So that is the concept of being blessed. You will be blessed by good people. In modern days, they say, if you have some free time and you have something to celebrate, go to the nearby elders' home or orphanage and give something to them. Or if you see any helpless person being traumatized by the society or by a group of people, immediately barge into the space and help them. Even if that places you at risk, do it for the benefit of good people. You will be blessed by the good people. So it is one more concept which says a society is made up of good people who are weak and good people who are strong, and good people who are strong should go and help the good people who are weak, so that the society of good people will be saved from the society of bad evil people. Hope you understood this small decoding of the Purananuru song 1. We will see more in the coming episodes. Thank you all.